Padlock on it. Ooh, where's the door handle? There we go. I'm gonna give it a little kick. Hey guys, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but behind me there's actually a shed behind all of that overgrown shrubbery, bushes, trees. We've got everything in there. So me and my boys, these are my sons, Ty, London, and Judah, we're gonna try to tackle this project together. So this property is actually owned by a family member of mine, and that shed was on the property when she bought it 25 years ago. But I asked her, I said, when was the last time you actually have been inside of that shed? And she said it had to have been 20 years. So we were curious, what in the world is inside of that thing? So if you stick around after seeing this beautiful, satisfying transformation, hopefully when it's done, we also want to give you a little bonus, and we want to try and get inside there and see what is actually in there, what's been hiding in there for over 20 years. So we're gonna do this free of charge. We just wanna bless the woman who lives here. So on top of that, we got a little bit of a challenge. On the way over here, I had one other yard to mow, and my deck belt split, and I can't actually find anybody who has it in stock. They need to order it. It won't be until next week, but we have planned to do this today. So we're gonna have to hit it without the mower. We're gonna be using a couple weed eaters. We don't have a bunch of tools. I have a very small lawn care business, so we don't have a lot of tools to use, but hopefully it'll do the trick. And thanks for hanging out. And without further ado, let's get into it. What do you think, boys? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so this is I'm literally giving people to make things to make fun of me for, but like that has taken, none of my equipment wants to get through that, so I'm gonna see what this mower has. I told you I split my belt, and I didn't even have electrical tape or anything like that, so I actually just used regular household tape to hold this thing together, and let's see if it works. You're good. Go grab the covers.
Oh, covers. Okay. Covers right here. I don't know how to put it, but okay. Oh, I get it.
Here you go. All right, let's see.
Oh. I want it to work so bad.
Mower, 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 mower. All right, so our Scotch tape is holding up. Let's see how it oh! I hit him in the face. Let's see how it does when we take it into that. Is it working?
Not really, I can't even chop this.
Okay.
Oh, can I use that for a second?
Buddy, no. I'm gonna have to see if I can get the chainsaw working in a little bit. Some of these are too thick.
Can you weed it?
Huh?
Can you weed it?
You're gonna have to give me a minute, buddy. They're all not working.
You have the camera rolling?
Yeah.
Here is 4-pack.
Oh, thank you.
And I have another 4-pack, and I'm gonna put it in. Is that bamboo?
Nope.
I don't know.
A little bit. And I know you're thinking, why are you doing all this by hand? But just like some of our other stuff broke, chainsaw's not working today anyway, so we're just going with it and just doing it the hard way.
At least he's got that. Look at what I'm stuck with.
1962 Rusty.
Yeah.
We figured we would work with the equipment that was out when this shed was built.
I'm pretty sure Abraham Lincoln used this.
You guys have got a lot done.
It's out of gas. All right, you can.
I know like most of the front yard.
Okay.
Over there with the,
Okay. Thank you.
like a lot yard.
Yeah, that.
So why have you been doing this other picture? Is there anything I can do over here?
Yeah, you can start all these trees right here that we're all raking out. Have to go over there into the woods that way.
Do you want me to make it to the tree or to that pile?
I would like you to pick it up and put it in the woods. Okay guys, so change of plans. I was gonna leave a few of these trees like they are because I just had the manual clippers, but I took a break for a minute and I messed around with the chainsaw and I actually got it running halfway. So I'm gonna use that and we'll see how it goes. There's one tree I'm going to take you over to see. It's actually growing through the roof of the awning that comes off of the shed, and it's actually supporting it. So we're not going to cut that down because I'm scared that if I did, that this whole front would just collapse.
And we would.
If you look here, the front of this shed has got barely anything holding on to it. All the wood is just dry rotted around, and now you can see this tree up here that I'm talking about. Growing through the roof right there, and if you look up underneath, it's actually coming up and it's actually supporting it. So I don't want to cut that. I do not want to disturb any of that so that this can actually stay intact. It's an old tiller. Couple pieces of equipment in here hidden. I don't know how long they've been here. There's actually there's an old push mower there, and there's actually a tree that has grown through the inside part of the push mower, so it's actually kind of locked in there.
What do you call them?
You can show them the berries.
Okay.
Big berry bushes all next to it.
So you see this berry right here. If you're looking, I was gonna ask you if you could get the thorns out of there because they're kind of like connected to the house. Here we go. The mower. You can kill it easy. I don't really want to kill it, but you kind of have to. So.
We're gonna clear all this debris out to the side over here, okay?
They might not.
You can start over there.
All of it.
You
Hey,
can
Lemon,
actually start on this side
I
and I'll do
really,
this side.
I really don't think that would work because I already tried it.
It's fine.
Recently.
Just rake it back and off to the side.
Oh, there's a little gas tank in over there. What's that? Hey guys, what's that? Well, finally.
We decided that we were going to leave that tree that is actually holding up the roof, but what I'm going to do so we get a little bit of it, because it's covering a lot of the top of the shed, is I'm probably going to do something that's going to make everybody cringe, but I'm going to stand on my mower here so I can get actually up there so I'm not under it while I'm cutting it, and I'm just going to cut the top part so it falls forward off of the roof so we can get a good clear picture of the shed. So here we go. Gotta see if I can get it down without tearing this roof down. Everybody back?
Wow, Zion, look at this. It's about to tumble. It's about to tumble. Like, throw it over the... Oh, you hit up Daddy's lower. Oh, let Daddy's lower. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. High five. Good, yeah. Good job. Wait, kick it out, baby. Daddy and Tata and Mom.
Gotta go pretty far in the woods. Can you give me the hand clippers? Sure. The big one, the big... Huh? Yeah, those ones, those ones. Okay. All right. Good deal. My goodness. Oh man, it is a disaster in here. I don't know if you can see all of this. Looks like the first thing I noticed when we come in, there's an old Citgo race car. I don't know if any of you guys are race car fans. Looks like there's a name on the side. It says, let me try and zoom in here, Morgan Shepherd. I have no idea who that is, but maybe some of you guys do. Let me know in the comments. There's a filing cabinet. There is ooh, there's a bunch of chainsaws. I could use these chainsaw blades, chains. That's cool. All right, looks like there's an upstairs as well, but I'll tell you what, look at this ceiling. This ceiling is literally, I don't know if you can see it well, but it's bulging in like it's gonna collapse at any minute. And you can see over in the corner, obviously it's rotted through where it has. I mean, I'm stepping like a couple feet in here and it is, the floor is like mush. Like, I don't even think, I would probably fall through. You can see in the center there, that's where it has already fallen through. We got some glass, some wicker furniture for our older audience here. We've got our VCR box there just in case we need to return our VCR, and some old tools and stuff like that. Wow, this is interesting, but I'll tell you what, extremely dangerous. And man, I don't even want to risk kind of stepping into this place and going through the floor. So let's get out of here before this place collapses on me. Hang on a second. All right. All right, guys, thank you for hanging with us for this beautiful transformation. There's going to be plenty more to come in the future. We've been scouting out different places, different people that we can help, and different properties that we can transform. And hopefully that was extremely satisfying for you guys and cool to watch. I think it was a great outcome, and it really blessed our family member here. And so, boys, what do you think about that? What do we spent about, I think it was about 5 hours doing that. What do you think about that yard work?
A lot different than just mowing someone's lawn.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably 6 or 7 hours.
I don't think 7, but it was a long time. I'm tired. You guys sore?
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think, Zion? Zion came to join us. What do you think, buddy? Can you say hi?